Good morning, friends. I miss you guys so much. I hope everybody's doing well. You're doing your work and being bucket fillers. I'm sure you are. Mrs. Bowers and I are really counting on you. So anyway, this is my favorite time of year. I absolutely love spring. Why? Because the sun is shining, the weather's getting warmer, I can get outside and I can plant in my garden. You know, one of the hobbies I do is I love to plant flowers. So what I thought I could do for you guys today is I'm going to give you a little video about how to plant flowers at home. It's a little chilly yet for the flowers to grow outside. Some of what you see are called bulbs, but we're going to try something from seeds. So the first thing you're going to need is you're going to need some seeds. Today we're going to use marigold seeds because marigolds grow easy, and you know what? And they're really great for the garden. They keep the bugs away. The bugs don't like marigolds, so they don't eat the plants with marigolds in there. Then you're going to need some potting soil. I picked this bag up at the Dollar Tree over by Target. You can, when your mom and dad go to Walmart or Target or ShopRite, they can pick up a little bag of potting soil. Like I said, this was at the Dollar Tree. Only cost me $1, so it's not a lot of money. You're going to need a couple little cups. These are pudding cups, applesauce cups that you have laying around the house. You're going to need a pair of scissors. You don't have to be sharp, you just need scissors. You're going to need a little bit of water. Either gardening gloves, or if you don't have gloves, we can use a spoon. And that's the basis for what we're going to do. Now, before I get into planting, I want to talk to you about a couple things. What do plants need to grow? Well, what do we need to grow? We need food, right? Well, plants need food. We like air, right? We need air to breathe. And we also need like milk or water or juice. Well, plants also need water. So some of the things that plants need to grow are here. They need sunlight. They need air. All the air around us, the puffy little clouds. We need soil, which we have here. And we have water. A little bit of water. That's what plants and flowers need to grow. Yes, even that nasty grass that's out there that your dad cuts all the time, that's what it needs to grow. So now we're going to get into actual planting. One of the things we're going to do is we're going to take our package of seeds and we're going to turn them upside down, because there's all sorts of good directions and information on the back that your moms and dads or your big family members are going to need to help to know when and how and where to put the plant in the ground. So I'm turning it upside down. I'm shaking it down to keep all the seeds at the bottom. I'm just going to trim it a little. Once again, these are marigolds. I'm going to sprinkle some out in my hand so you can see what they look like. I don't know, I think they look like porcupine quills. I'm going to set them down on my newspaper so we have them there. Now I'm going to take my two applesauce cups, pudding cups. They have to be rinsed out really well. We don't want any pudding left in there. We're going to take 1 cup and we're going to poke holes in the bottom. I'm just using what's little known as a push pin. Your mom and dad or big person can use a nail or whatever they want. I'm just poking holes in the bottom of the cup. Pop, 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 pop. So when you water your plant, the water comes down and drains out of the cup, because if you leave it in there, it makes a big mushy puddle and the plant won't grow. So then we're going to put 1 cup inside the other cup, so when we pour water in there, it collects at the bottom and it doesn't make a mess on your windowsill. Now I'm going to put the cup down. I'm going to put on my gardening gloves, but as I said, you don't need them. You can just use a spoon. And I opened up my bag of potting soil. Like I said, I got this at the Dollar Tree. It only cost $1 for all this big bag of soil. I'm going to take my spoon or my hand. I'm just going to use my hand. I'm taking a small handful of the soil and loosely putting it in so the cup is about halfway full. Might be a little more. Doesn't have to be exact. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the back of my spoon and I'm just going to make sure the soil is nice and loose. You don't want it packed real tight. Now, depending on the package, they'll tell you how many seeds to put in. I'd say I put in like 4 or 5. It doesn't have to be exact. I probably put in about 10 or 12. I'd rather have more than less. Now I'm going to put this down. I'm going to get another handful of soil, and I'm going to loosely just put the soil back on top. I'm just tapping it real nice and light. I'm not mushing it down. So my seeds are in the dirt, and it's going to take a long time, but the magic will happen and they will grow. It'll probably take about 7 sleeps until you start to see little tiny green that'll pop up, and then maybe about another 20 sleeps, which is really a long time, before I get to be a plant and it'll have a flower on it. So now I'm just going to pour a little bit of water. I'll set it down. I put newspaper down just in case I make a mess. Going to pour a little bit of water in there so it goes all the way through. Give it a nice drink. And then we set it off to the side. We'll put it on a sunny windowsill, and we're just going to leave it alone. But you can get up every morning and go look at it and see what's going on. For a lot of mornings, there's going to be nothing because all the magic is going to be happening down inside. It's kind of like your toes and your legs. Well, it's going to get, plant is going to get roots, and then you're going to get a little stem, and then you're going to get leaves, and then it'll grow into a flower. So on the little chart over here, I have one of the parts of a flower. Like I said, down at the bottom of your cup, in the dirt, the soil, rich with nutrients, you have what is known as your roots. Your roots are the anchor. That's what helps it so it doesn't fall over in the wind. Woo, woo, woo. Then we have what's going to pop up first is the stem. The stem is like your body. It's what keeps the flower standing up straight. And then it has what I'm going to call your arms. They're your leaves. And then you have your flower, which is kind of your face. Your face is your flower. So I'm going to say your face is your flower. Then inside the flower are little teeny tiny seeds. So these seeds would be inside the flower. And then you have your stem and your leaves and your roots. Like I said, it's going to take a long time, so be patient. I'll take some pictures and show me how it goes. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. I love you. So after I pour the water in there, there's just a couple things I want you to remember. You can put a little plastic baggie over it. I put the plastic baggie, and I don't know, somewhere I had a rubber band, and I'm just going to put the rubber band along the bottom of it. That's going to help keep it nice and warm and moist. And then as soon as you see a little something popping up, the little green stem popping up out of there, you can take the plastic bag off. This will help keep it moist and warm. While we're waiting all those sleeps and you've taken the bag off, you have to look in there every once in a while and just gently tap the soil. If it feels dry, give it a couple little drops of water. Happy planting. Bye.